The counterculture is most commonly identified with the word hippies. And certainly there is a certain truth in that, but the counterculture, as I said, is broader than that. It includes many people who were not or would not have been identified as hippies, including the Beats and the avant-garde. The Beat poet Gary Snyder put the matter about hippies very succinctly when he wrote, quote, "The hippies were living out the philosophy that the Beats proclaimed." So that's how Snyder saw the connection between the two. What was the relationship between Beats and hippies? Well, first, there was a major age difference. The Beats had been in their 20s during World War II. The hippies had been in their 20s in about 1960. The hippies were being born in about 1945 or 1948, somewhere in there. Hippies were young enough to have been the children of the Beats, if the Beats had had any children, which was not very likely. The Beats were despairing veterans of the Great Depression and World War II, the Holocaust, and the atomic age. The hippies were the optimistic children of the baby boom generation and the rising affluence of the post-war consumer boom. And that said a lot about the difference between the two groups, the fact that the one had been raised amid the poverty and the despair of the Depression and the fear of World War II, and the other had been raised in the post-war boom.